Okay. So I've removed the spine. Okay. So there you go. So now we've got to go to the ribs. So I've got a fillet knife. It's a flex knife. Okay. That's so I can get underneath those bones. It's not stiff. Also, I take it right down to the belly. And again, my knife is up. I'm not going down because if I cut down, I'm cutting into the sellable product. And what's nice about this, you can actually see, you can see the knife tip, the blade of the knife. I'm just making a nice, as you can see, just a nice motion like that. So there are your ribs, and you could literally serve these as an appetizer and barbecue these and have barbecued salmon ribs, okay? All right, so that is, again, a servable product. I like going this way away from me, okay, so that's why I move the fish again. And that's just comfortable for me. That's just how I do it. Have any questions or? Again, just using the tip of my knife here, and I'm pulling this back. It's because of the way it is, it's just a little different stroke for me. So. Now, because I did own my own restaurant, and I was responsible for profit, I used everything that I absolutely possibly can. That is part of being a chef, not just coming up with the next great dish. Oh, I thought you had your hand up. Okay. So then what I do here is then I literally skin this belly. Because again, that's absolutely wonderful product. You could take this and then serve that raw as salmon belly, okay? And I take this right on down as far as I possibly can. And then you can see here, I kind of call it cutting on the dotted lines. You can just see right where you're supposed to go. And then you just take that. So now you're just not losing as much belly, okay? And now you've just, normally most people just cut it right here. I've gained probably 1/4 of an ounce, which doesn't seem much, but when you add that up, you're probably gaining a whole portion just by butchering it properly. Okay. Does that make sense? And don't be afraid to get in it. Love it, caress it. Get right inside it. Just take a look at what you're doing. Okay. So now I've got a beautiful butterfly. Now let's take this off. Okay, so now at this point, well, we need to take the pin bones out. So you just rub it right here and they pop right up. Okay, you can just rub it, and remember it just goes right down to here, right where the ribs and then your pin bones stop. So you don't have to worry about them being back here because they're just not. And then you just want to start pulling pin bones. Somebody was telling me today that a guy, Guinness World Record, can pull like 40 of these in like 5 seconds. That wasn't me, okay? So These are coming out really nice. If you can't see them, feel them. You will feel them. Tweezers work. These work. If you're going to use pliers, put them in your knife kit, not your toolbox. Okay. We're done. It's ready to go. You have several different options here that you can do. We could take this and cut it here into fillets. Okay, and then cut your fillets in here, angle them however you want. Or, I think you want me to show steaks, correct?
Show one sides for the smoked steak.
Oh, okay. Just one steak?
One or two.
Oh, well, I'll straighten it. Well, okay. So then I can just show you this way. I'm going to do two because I got one other thing I want to show. So you can see the steak here. Okay. Okay. Boneless steak. You can now cook this rare, medium, well done, and it's boneless. Okay. But see, if I would have cut that straight, remember I told you at the beginning, instead of this thing probably weighs 8 to 10 ounces. This is a serving and a half. Now you could take this and do this and then you make a tartare out of it or put it into a mousse or something like that. It's not wasted product. Now another thing I came up with, and I'll do really thin, chef. So then you got a steak. Then I'm looking at it one day going, man, that's pretty cool. But I want to do something else because you got fillets, you got steaks. So I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. I have to be a little more exciting than that. So I took it like this. And now I have a chop. Looks like a chop. Like a salmon chop. Like here's your eye of your meat and here's the bone. So what I would do is take them, curl the tail, and then I'd skewer them with herb, like rosemary works really well. Soak that, and then you can grill it, and then lay it on your plate with a knife or a skewer. The herbs will give good flavor, and now you have a salmon chop versus just a fillet, and that's it. And then here I'll show you how to take this down to fillet, chef. Okay. All right, so we'll take this back, and we'll show you what we do, how to get a fillet. Now we'll just come right around here. You're going to have a little more waste here doing that, but so what's fun about this is it's challenging. It's kind of unique, and you also can now get all these different cuts out of one fish. So what I used to do is I'd cut chops, run them as a special. When the tail doesn't curl anymore, I'd run steaks, and then at the tail I have fillets. So I get 3 different cuts out of one fish. Just come right here, remove this. Do you want me to skin this, chef? Okay. I'm going to show you a little trick somebody showed me a long time ago, which I thought was pretty slick. Okay, now when you skin a fish, you're not supposed to move your knife. You move the skin. So, and again, knife angled down, not up. You slip up, and guess what? That knife's going to come right up through here. So you want to get it started, and then I'm moving the skin. Now, if you've ever skinned a fish, it's always a pain to hold on to. So you do like this, and now you cut a little finger hole. Boom, just like that. Okay? Beautiful, skinless, filleted. Oh, perfect, actually. Just okay. That's it.